$4,000-carat diamond can be yours today for the special rock-bottom introductory price of $2 million. The number to call is 1-800-STAR-WARS. Don't miss this amazing once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. That's right, an incredible 4,000-carat...
I don't think you should drink that.
Nonsense. It makes me feel great. Smarter. More aggressive. Like I could... Like I could... Take on the world.
Look, Hoagie, it's a hamster. Just what I need for dissection lab tomorrow.
I think I need that for the band, Laverne. You know, like we could bite its head off or whatever.
Hands off that hamster.
Friend of yours, Bernard?
He belongs to Weird Ed Edison, and it looks like he's brought us a note. It's from my old friend, Green Tentacle. He says that Purple Tentacles mutated into an insane genius, and Dr. Fred's going to kill them both. I thought I was free of Dr. Fred and those crazy Edisons forever. But now I know that I must go back to the mansion. Okay, we'll spread out commando style. Laverne, you go secure the area behind those double doors. Hoagie, you take care of upstairs reconnaissance. I'll maintain Command HQ here, in the lobby. Got to find where Dr. Fred is holding the tentacles.
This better not take too long. I've got an anatomy final tomorrow.
And I've got a show to set up later tonight. If I'm late, I don't get to test the drums.
If I know Dr. Fred, he's got the tentacles tied up in his secret lab. Question is, where's his secret lab? It's permanently attached to the countertop. I think you have to push it. Spearmint, my favorite. It's stuck to the floor. It's stuck to the floor. That one looks like it's from a local hardware store. It's from George's Hardware. George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement. How did that get up there? I can't reach it up there. 1952. Looks like Dr. Fred wearing a powdered wig. Handsome in a way, but I'm glad he eventually accepted his hair loss. It won't go any further. The safe is closed. I can't push it in any farther. I don't know the combination. Sleek design, sturdy construction, attractive housing. All in all, a fine phone. I left my little black book at home. It's fine where it is. I don't have anyone to call. Gee, Dr. Fred doesn't have a penny. Gee, Dr. Fred doesn't have a penny. It doesn't seem to open. It's closed. It's a bottle of correctional fluid. It's a bottle of correctional fluid. Boy, the Edisons are a spectacular spectacularly ugly family. Wow, it's from my favorite movie. I have 3 just like it at home. There's something funny about that clock. Aha! A secret passage. This is all too easy.
Laverne, how'd you get upstairs?
Am I upstairs? I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
What's a tentacle?
Oh, just something I whipped up in my spare time. Made good pets, actually. Until one of them tried to take over the world. Had to tie the little buggers up in the basement.
Good thing you told us that.
Yeah, Bernard wanted us to set them free.
Thank God you weren't that stupid. Did you say Bernard?
Okay, you're free to go.
Thanks, Bernard.
Yes, thank you, naive human. Now I can finish taking over the world.
Wait!
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. He's incredibly evil, isn't he?
I'll try to talk him out of it.
Well, what possible harm could one insane mutant tentacle do?
Leaping lab rats!
Dr. Fred.
What have you done this time, you meddling milquetoast? Now Purple Tentacle is free to use his evil mutant powers to take over the world and enslave all humanity!
Whoops.
Our only hope now is to turn off my sludge-o-magic machine and prevent the toxic mutagen from entering the river.
Isn't it a little late for that, Doctor?
Of course, that's why I'll have to do it. Yesterday, to the time machine.
This is all your fault, Bernard.
Behold, children, the Chronogon.
Doc, can't you just send Bernard?
No, you must all go to increase the odds that one of you will make it there alive.
Have any people ever been hurt in this thing?
Of course not. This is the first time I've ever tried it on people. Well, I'll be.
Bernard, float over here so I can punch you.
This must be that Woodstock place Mom and Dad are always talking about.
What could it all mean?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Die. Die.
We may not live to see yesterday.
I'm sure Dr. Fred wouldn't have done this if it weren't safe.
After all, he is a doctor.
It works! I can't believe it! And they said imitation diamond wasn't good enough. Uh-oh. Cheap mail order jewels.
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
I knew I should have bought a real diamond.
Are they alive?
My dials say that the larger specimen landed 200 years in the past, and the other is stuck 200 years in the future.
Well, hurry up and bring them back.
I will, as soon as I get a new diamond. Then all your buddies have to do is plug in their respective chronojons and...
Plug them in? Where is Hoagie going to find an electrical outlet 200 years in the past?
Super battery then, won't he? Now, where did I put those patented super battery plans of mine?
Plans? How are we going to get Hoagie plans?
Don't worry me with details, boy. Just help me find the plans. They're in this house somewhere.
Now what am I going to do?
I think I made myself perfectly clear. Step 1, find plans. Step 2, save world. Step 3, get out of my house. Let's get cracking.
I'm surprised I ever got out of there alive. It can't do anything without a new diamond. I don't want to cause any more trouble. It's empty.
Maybe I put them upstairs. That's got to be it. Upstairs.
There, it's off. But it's too late now. It's Dr. Fred's design for a super battery. It's capable of storing up to 1 gigavolt with a charging time of only 0.01 seconds. Wow! I've got the plans.
Quick, we have to flush them to Hoagie.
How did you get over there?
My ingenious super battery design, please.
You really flushed them.
Yes.
Down the toilet.
No, through time. Using the highly sophisticated time flux hydraulic vortex chamber I've installed in each chronogon, you can flush small inanimate objects to each other through time. Flush small inanimate objects to each other through time.
Hello? Dr. Fred, can you hear me? Drat.
Did you hear something?
No. Let's see if what's-his-name catches on.
Oh, great. I'm stuck in colonial times, tentacles are taking over the world, and now the toilet's backing up.
Hoagie, come over here. It's your old pal, Dr. Fred.
Dr. Fred, how'd you get in there?
I want you to pick up those plans you see in the chronogon, Hoagie. Bring them to Red Edison. He's my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He'll know what to do.
You need the plans to make a super battery so you can plug in your chronogon.
Okay, if you say so, Bernard.
Good boy. Does he have any experience with electronics?
Well, I once saw him take 3,000 volts directly through his head without batting an eye.
Didn't he pass out?
Well, he was already passed out when it happened.
Time for me to save the world, I guess. Bitchin'. It's the battery plans I'm supposed to give to that Red Edison dude. Huh, this door appears to be locked. This door appears to be locked. Grody. It's empty. I should plug that into the super battery once I get one made.
Soon all the power of the heavens will be mine! All mine! If only we had some nasty weather!
It's totally covered with crud. Making it dirtier won't help. It's closed. You're brilliant. What a novel design. Come to Baltimore at once. You're brilliant. What a novel design. I can't open it. Cool, the room clerk's a mummy. What's up? Don't feel like talking, huh? Vow of silence or something, probably, right? Well, that's cool. I have something for Red Edison. Do you know where I could find him? Great hat, man. I know some dudes in a band who'd eat roaches for hats like that. They're called insensitive spittoon. Ever hear of them? If you ever get to the 1990s, check them out. Well, nice talking to you, dude. I'm guessing it conceals the entrance to a secret lab. Just looks like a regular hammer to me, but then I'm no scientist. Hey.
What is it?
You look kind of familiar.
Of course I do. I'm Red Edison, the inventor, not to mention owner of this inn. Perhaps you've seen my picture in some important scientific journal. Then again, maybe not.
Do you know Ben Franklin?
Franklin? I would never associate with that overstuffed goofball. He has the stupidest idea about glasses with one red lens and one blue one.
What are you doing?
I'm inventing, you simpleton. What's it look like I'm doing?
I know an inventor who looks a bit like you.
Well, it's not one of my sons, that's for sure. It appears that I, Red Edison, foremost genius of my day, am to be the last in a long line of gifted inventors. My nearly indistinguishable sons have decided that they want to be artists. I think it was Jed's idea. Or is it Ned? Ah, well, the left-handed one at any rate. Must be some sort of bad blood on their mother's side.
What are you inventing?
It's a complex metal device designed to minimize paper entropy.
What are you inventing?
It's a complex...
Well, see you later.
You might if you cut that hair a bit shorter. Super battery, eh? Brilliant design. Sometimes I amaze myself. Now all I need is oil, vinegar, and some gold.
It looks more like a raincoat than a lab coat.
Hey! Only employees are allowed to use that lab coat. Say, that's a left-handed hammer, you know. I invented it myself. It was for my ungrateful slob of a left-handed son. Oh, well.
It's covered with plans and junk. The Constitutional Convention invites your comments, critiques, amendments to the Constitution. It's padlocked. Yo.
Hello?
What's up, you cold?
Cold? I'm freezing.
Why don't you build a fire?
Well, I keep asking Jefferson to build a fire, but he won't. Says he needs the log for posterity and won't part with it.
He's going to give the log to starving children?
I don't get any respect around here. Why, I bet if George I spent the winter in Valley Forge, Washington was cold, we'd get some heat in here.
What are you guys doing in here?
We're writing
We're drafting a constitution for the United States.
Don't say draft, you'll only make me colder.
Wimp.
Why don't you have some hot coffee?
Oh, I can't stand coffee. It makes me irritable and want to bang my head against the walls.
Have you tried decaffeinated coffee?
I'm talking about decaf.
Awesome blanket there, dude.
Thank you. It was given to me by my dear old colorblind Aunt Hattie.
Shouldn't you guys be working instead of just sitting there?
Writer's block. We can't think of any amendments or anything, so we put a suggestion box over there. I don't suppose you have any brilliant ideas?
No music in elevators.
No music in what?
How come you sign your name so big?
Astigmatism.
That's where your joints hurt, right?
All right. The truth is that a friend once told me that women go crazy over guys with a big signature.
Well, I gotta go, dude. Hey, tall, dark, and spiffy. My name's Hoagie.
Well, how quaint. I am, of course, Thomas Jefferson, noted scholar, musician, horseman, student of the sciences, member of the bar.
Oh, sure, I've heard of you, dude. What's in the can, Tommy?
Thomas. My name is Thomas, and this, my chubby friend, is a time capsule, filled with remembrances of our time to be revealed 400 years hence.
So, how's the time capsule going?
I'm sorry to say that except for my log, we haven't got a thing.
Dude, is that like the Constitution?
Right now, it's just a constitution, I'm afraid. We hit a slight creative block right after the preamble. That's why we put up a suggestion box over there.
Could you start a fire, please?
I'd love to oblige you, young man, but I can't. This is the only log, and I'm saving it for posterity.
How can you let Hancock suffer like that?
A real man is warmed by the fires of his spirit. You should listen to Washington relate his experiences at Valley Forge and take heed.
Has anyone ever told you you're a very snappy dresser?
Why, yes. I studied at Virginia Coat and Technical, where I majored in color theory. I was captain of the varsity cravat team.
Those are impressive credentials, Tom.
Thomas.
Dude, I loved your work on the Declaration of Independence.
Ah, thank you. What was your favorite part?
I like those S's that look like F's.
I see.
Well, later, dude.
What? What's going to happen later? Hey, keep your hands off that. Hey, keep your hands off.
Stolen from the desk of George Washington. Excuse me.
Yes?
Whoa, you're like George Washington.
Very much like him, according to my wife, Mrs. Washington.
Does Mrs. Washington know you wear so much makeup?
One must wear makeup when one receives the phenomenal amount of media attention that I do. It's quite likely that I'll be president soon, you know. Do you think I should be the ecology president or the education president?
Depends on how many cherry trees you've chopped down.
Well, I am quite the adept tree cutter. Men still tell tales of my youthful prowess.
Would you give me a demonstration?
I don't see why I should.
I've been thinking about what you said about cherry trees.
Pondering the great truths, eh? Well?
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother.
Lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, there isn't. I only cut down cherry trees. Family tradition, you understand, cherries only. There's nothing out there but cedar and kumquats.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Cold enough for you?
Cold? Why, you don't know the meaning of the word.
Cool.
Extremely. Yeah.
Do you really have wooden teeth?
As a matter of fact, I do make use of artificial teeth. I find them to be far superior to the ordinary enamel variety.
Wow, what do you brush them with?
I use a toothbrush, much like everyone else. and a bit of wood polish, of course.
Doesn't that taste awful?
Not if you take them out first.
Don't you have a problem with splinters?
I've been to war, boy. No one who's heard the thunder of musket fire, smelled the sulphur from a cannon blast, and felt the fear in the hearts of his comrades is going to be bothered by a little thing like, oh, blast it.
Well, what about termites?
Hardly.
Where could I get some of those?
They're rather expensive. Mine were custom made for me by my good friend Paul Revere.
Didn't he ride a horse through town naked?
I believe you have him confused with someone else.
I think it's
freezing. Get up.
They don't seem to have gotten too far.
You can look, but don't touch.
I don't wanna. It's one of those pulley things. It's too complicated for me. Nah. What a pretty pussycat. Yipe. Yipe. Very Spartan. Hi, horsey.
Oh, hi yourself.
Wow, you can talk.
Wow, so can you. What a coincidence.
I didn't think horses could talk.
Maybe they just never had anything to say to you. Ever think of that?
You mean horses have been snubbing me my whole life?
Well, if you want to put it that way.
Nice teeth.
Thanks. I paid quite a bit for them.
Is this some kind of a trick?
I don't do magic. I'm just a horse.
Did I mention how great your teeth look?
Thanks again.
What's a nice horse like you doing in a place like this?
Hey, I live here. What are you doing here?
I'm trying to get back to the future and save the world.
The future, huh? And I thought that Franklin guy was off his nut.
Well, I gotta go.
See you later.
It looks like someone's dentures were in here.
Hey, I've got to put them somewhere.
I don't think I want this. Question it.
Real, but we are neither one of us McCoys. We are Edisons, Ned and Jed.
Who's who?
Does it really matter? Even our dear father can't tell us apart. He only knows that one of us is left-handed while the other is right, but that neither of us are following in his tiny scientific footsteps. Hold still, Jed! So, I'm almost too frightened to ask, are you the marble delivery man? Or the model?
I'm the model. Should I take my clothes off now?
No. No, you most definitely should not. We couldn't get your body shape right anyway, unless we cemented 2 slabs of marble together. But then your statue would have a big seam in it.
That's okay. It would have one anyway.
Look, don't call us. We'll call you.
Dang. I'm the delivery man, okay, if I unload in here?
Actually, we are well supplied with medium, so thank you, no.
I'm no marble delivery man, but rock is my life.
I'm sure that's terribly amusing, where you're from. Where exactly did you come from?
The future. Kind of spooky sounding, ain't it? Ooh, the future. I'm from the future. Look out.
Gosh, it would be so nice if you weren't here anymore.
Sorry, hope I haven't jostled you.
Too late. Oh no! I've lost it! Oh, where hath gone the muse that once guided my hand with such care? Must inspiration be so transitory? Must art be so cruel? I'm a failure. Don't say that, Ned. Father was right. We Edisons are made to be scientists, not artists. Dear brother, we must be strong in these times of creative adversity. Why don't you let me take over for a while? I'll clean this rubble up and start over. You relax. Have a cappuccino. I'm glad we switched places. I think you're coming out quite well.
It's Ned or Jed's head. I wonder if there's anything to eat in it. These dudes might get mad. Wow, it doesn't even blink.
Please do not
Wow, does...
Please do not...
How about an amendment that the president has to be a human being?
Please, this is serious business.
You're right.
Hey, what's that on the plans? It looks like a secret backwards message. Oh, it's just a coffee stain. I don't quite see how it can fly. I don't understand that technical stuff. Probably the underwear drawer. Grody, man. I don't go through people's underwear. Chateau de Cheapo, 1775. The late Max Addix, his petard runneth over. A lamentable fate for such a patriotic dude.
I told you guys I'll get to the flag next. I'm working as fast as I can.
Hey, chill. Take your time.
Don't tell me you've got another design change for the flag.
I've got another design change for the flag.
I knew it. What's the current brainstorm from our fickle founding fathers?
How about a skull with, like, scorpions in its mouth?
Oh, what the heck. At this point, I'd do anything just to have it over with. Put the pattern on the table, and I'll look at it when I'm done with this job.
Gosh, I'd never want to mess with history. I don't wanna. Stars and stripes, dull, dull, dull.
Hey, don't criticize unless you got a better idea.
The bed's in the way. Looks comfortable. I couldn't sleep in here with all the racket.
Who asked you to?
I like these.
Too late. You've already rejected those.